Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So guys, I don't have to tell you to go to the North Gauteng High Court because from what I understand, we are going to return on a Wednesday because there are some witnesses that are going to be called on the stand. Guys, I know I kind of like disappeared on you. I don't know. There is a lot going on in my life right now, and also a lot also going on with my other YouTube channels, and a lot is going on in South Africa as well. So I thought, let me get myself involved, especially with the defense of our country. South Africa needs us more than it ever did before. And I'm not going to sit back and watch while my country burns. For what? For what reasons? So I thought, you know what? Some things I'm just going to put them aside for now because, as far as I am concerned with the Senzo Mewa murder trial, and I've said this so many times before, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be justice for Senzo Mewa. And having that in my head, it's also kind of like drifting me away, slowly away from the Senzo Mewa murder trial. And I can also see a lot of you doing the very same thing as well. You're kind of like fed up already. You want this whole thing wrapped up, and I'm seeing a lot of people as well disinterested altogether, which is unfortunate to do that. And you know why I'm saying it's unfortunate? Because what is happening to the Mewas could happen to any of us. And we need to pay attention to things like this, and we need to expose whatever is going on right now because we are witnessing miscarriage of justice. This trial, as far as I'm concerned, and I've always been concerned, is that it is unfair. This is a biased trial with a biased judge, with a state that is wasting state resources, and also probably even the government couldn't give a rat's toe about it. I mean, it's not one of their own that was killed by one of the people that were in the house with Senzo May on the 26th of October 2014. So all of these things, when you think about it, I was following, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was listening, but at the same time, I was busy with other things. And at the same time, remember I told you guys that I want to introduce topics here on this channel, but because you guys have turned this channel into a Senzo Mewa trial only, and as a result, whenever I bring some new topics, you guys don't watch. You don't watch at all. You'll find that I only manage 1,000 views, sometimes less than 1,000 views, and it builds up over the weeks. It's quite discouraging because a lot of work goes behind the scenes to put together a video. So I created a whole new channel. Some of y'all discovered it. I didn't even promote it on this channel. Y'all are the ones that discovered that channel, and some of you guys get there, watch the videos, and you come back and you come and tell me you're disappointed. And I'm like, what are you disappointed about? You are disappointed that I'm being patriotic to my country? I don't understand that part. Honestly speaking, I don't get it. Because I am not a part-time South African. I am a South African through and through. And I am going to defend my country and its people all the way to Timbuktu if I have to. And if you don't like what you are hearing me talk about in that channel, then click away. And then you can come to this one and watch whatever you come here for. So if you are going to go to that channel and then you hear a different side of me, because let me tell you something, and I always told you guys that I'm a Cancer. One thing about us Cancers, we have unfiltered mouths when we have to talk the truth. We shoot from the hip, pow, like that. That's who we are. And what I'm doing on that channel is exactly that. I am talking my mind, and that is how I talk when I talk my mind. Yes, it will hurt some feelings if you are affected, or maybe you have a link with what I am talking about, which is something that I am discovering a lot as well. That just because you're a South African citizen doesn't mean that in your life everybody else is a South African citizen. Probably you have a child with somebody that comes from somewhere else. Probably you have a husband or a wife that comes from somebody from somewhere else. And then you are hearing me talk the things that I am talking about. And one thing that some people, I feel like they fail to also understand is I do mention, if you are legal, that means you are properly documented, You are welcome. But people somewhere, somehow, that flies over their heads and they use emotions because somewhere, somehow, they are involved romantically with some of the people that I am talking about. Or maybe they get touched one way or the other. There's no way that I am going to nurse that and babysit your feelings while my country is being attacked by the same people. That's not going to happen. So those are the things that have been going on, and I am in the battlefield, literally on the battlefield for my country and its people, especially to defend our sovereignty, because our sovereignty right now, it is under threat. In case you were not aware, our sovereignty is under threat, and the people that are actually compromising our sovereignty is the NGOs that go to court to fight the people of South Africa so that they can bring in more. And when they bring in more, guess what they do? They take that spreadsheet and go to the United States to their funders and say, hey, Johannesburg or South Africa is now a refugee camp. Can you please give us more money so we are able to feed them? And when South Africans rise, guess what they do? They use our laws, our constitution to rule against us, the NGOs. So those are the things that we are talking about so that we bring awareness so that as South African citizens who is supposed to be consulted with by the politicians, there is no law that can pass without first consulting with the citizens of the country. That is constitutional democracy. That is the principle of constitutional democracy. But they are not doing it. And now we are saying, wait a minute, why are we saying this but we were never consulted with? Those are the things that I am busy doing on the new channel. I thought I was going to bring it here because at some point, the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial was going to end. And once the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial ends, what was going to become of this channel? So I thought maybe let me start introducing, but I realized, you know what, let me respect you guys and open a whole new channel, and that channel is there now. And that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. At some point, it's going to be recommended to you by YouTube, and then you're going to subscribe as per your own accord. But I am warning you, I'm not nice. I'm not nice at all on that channel. I speak my mind, and most of the things that I talk about, it's not something that I'm sucking out of my thumb. Some of these things I go and I research them, and then I come back and then I disseminate that information to my new community. The community just grew to 3,000 as of this morning. It hit 3,000 subscribers as of this morning. So we are growing there as well. And there's a lot of engagement. And it seems like I'm not the only South African that is not a part-time South African. And they are agreeing with the things that I am saying. Yes, there will be those that disagree simply because I do mention political parties that are selling South Africans to the situation that we find ourselves in. And it's okay to disagree with me. I have no problem. But where I have an issue is when you try to shut me down by labeling me, by calling me names, and also trying to manipulate my intellect, my intelligence. Let me put it that way. By trying to manipulate my intelligence and undermine my intelligence as well. Those are the things that I don't stand for, and I will be brutal when I respond to, even if you and I get along very well on this channel, and then you get to the other one, and then I'm not going to be nice, unfortunately, because I am in a battle mode. I'm a nice guy. Don't worry. I'm still Clancy's the nice dude. But I have the other side of me that I do not like to tap into. But with the things that are happening in South Africa, I find myself really, really tapping into that side of Clancy's. That's the cancer side. You don't want to touch the cancer side. It's not nice. So those, again, that follow this channel and you are in South Africa legally, listen, you're welcome. Do your thing. Contribute positively to the South African society. And that is exactly what we want. And if you are illegal and you are watching my videos here and you enjoy my content, try and get yourself legalized. Try and do things the right way so that you do not find yourself in the firing line on my other channel. Honestly, that's as simple as that. That's all that South Africans are asking for. And to be labeled things that we are not, and yet we are actually telling you we don't have a problem with you. All we want is to be able to trace you if you do something through your fingerprints or your biometric information. We know where to reach you. That's all that we want to do, so that we know that our security in South Africa is guaranteed. We know we have South African criminals. They exist. Anyways, this is their country. And I'm not saying because it's their country, they have a right to terrorize communities. They don't. But at least we know where to get them when they commit these crimes versus when we don't know. Because for the longest time, this is exactly what's been going on. And now we have fugitives coming from Europe illegally in South Africa because of our criminal justice system that does not follow up on the people that come in and out of the country. So that has been happening as the result of me being absent here. I'm focusing a lot there, but I am also following the Senzo Mewa trial. And I must say something about I think Bentley, is it Colonel Bentley, who produced a medical certificate and he said permanently he cannot take the stand. I am sorry, that to me, unless he cannot talk, unless he speaks through that thing, whatever that artificial voice box where he has to press and talk like this, yeah, that's when I'll say, okay, we understand, sir, that will strain your artificial voice. As long as he's still alive and he can talk, no, I cannot accept that. He needs to come and take the stand. He needs to come in. It's not, for me, I'm unsatisfied that only his affidavit that was submitted into evidence. If he was able to draft an affidavit, surely his faculties are still with him and he can still take the stand. He's fit. I cannot accept that unless I am told that he is incapacitated so much so that he actually has to press his throat in order for him to talk. Other than that, I am sorry. I don't accept that. He needs to take the stand so that we are able to hear his side of the story, because he's the one who called Mangena, right, to the crime scene. So we want to know what happened to the door pieces when the bullet hit the door. Who cleaned those pieces? All of these things we need to hear from him. I don't know about you. That's what I want to hear. Other than that, guys, I'm still going to be here. I'm going to be here on Wednesday. Hopefully, I will have a video out so that, we continue on the usual. But at the same time, I don't want to lie to you. Somehow, Biki, I'm beginning to withdraw slowly emotionally from this trial, because I've already concluded it in my head, just like Rata has concluded it in his judgment. I suspect there is a judgment ready, and it's guilty. That's just my opinion. Guilty. Because if that was not happening, we would not be here still. This would have been shut down a very long time ago. I don't understand why we even have more witnesses. For what? For what? Because it's clear what the results are, right? But anyways, guys, let me leave you guys here. Oh, by the way, thank you for the praises. Y'all make me blush. You guys make me blush. I am telling you, I might actually find myself walking down the aisle with some of y'all. All of y'all. Thank you guys so very much for your patience. I promise I will try my level best to be as consistent and like how I used to let's hope from today. I hope from today, because I miss going live. I miss talking to you guys. I miss hearing what is going on in your head right now. So let me promise you this. Tomorrow we'll have a live before Wednesday. I promise. Please, may I keep my promise? I promise I will go live with you guys so that we get to talk. I miss you guys. I really do. Other than that, guys, thank you all so much for listening to me, and I will see you next time. Before you leave, guys, we slacked way back when it comes to likes. So please, click those like buttons and let's get this started again. I much love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.